It's time for us to raise our vibration, our energy, everyone, because Earth is moving through a period of change. And if you've been paying attention, you'll notice that from the beginning of 2025 until now, so many events have unfolded in a way that makes things increasingly clear. Right and wrong, light and dark, truth and falsehood. Everything is being revealed more and more. This is a time when the line between what's harmful and what's wholesome becomes unmistakably visible. It's also the moment our planet begins to step into a new cycle, what some call a new Earth. In this idea of a new Earth, the people who remain and help build this next chapter are those whose energy frequency is high, very high, and who carry the qualities of love, light, awakening, and deep self-awareness. And if we don't consciously choose to raise our vibration, many of us may feel intense suffering, confusion, overwhelm, fear, and even despair. Some people may even choose to log out of this life entirely, simply because the gap in frequency becomes too wide to bear. I feel called to share this now because so many people truly need it. Awakening isn't something far away or mystical, simply the next step in human growth. The truth is, awakening isn't airy or unrealistic. It's deeply practical. Awakening is, in many ways, just maturity. It's when you come to understand who you really are. Not because someone tells you, but because you discover it for yourself. Who you are, why you're here, what you're capable of. And then you begin living in alignment with what you know to be true within you. That's awakening. Nothing more complicated than that. And from there you take full responsibility, 100%, for everything that happens in your life, once you truly understand the law of cause and effect. That's a beautiful topic, and I'll share more about it in another video. Today we're focusing on how to raise your energy frequency. When your energy rises, when your frequency becomes higher, something happens naturally. You become more magnetic. People are drawn to you. Because deep down, every human being carries a longing to evolve, to expand, to rise in vibration. So when they encounter someone with a higher frequency, they often feel that pull instinctively. And yes, as your energy rises, you become more attractive, more radiant, more captivating without trying. You don't need to dress up more, overdo your makeup, or force anything. It's simply your presence. But that's only a small part of the journey. The deepest core of this path is returning to yourself, coming home. Being in high energy is actually your true nature. And from that place, you begin creating, offering value to the world, to this earth, in the way your soul intended when it chose to come here. That's why I'm doing this today, to remind you why you're here and who you truly are. And these are the practices I've used to raise my frequency through the body, the heart, and the mind. In the book Power versus Force, author David Hawkins introduces a concept called the map of consciousness. In his model, the lowest level is 20, representing shame. People who fall into this lowest state often experience a strong desire to end their life. According to Hawkins, all levels below 200 are destructive, not only to individuals but to society. In contrast, levels above 200 are constructive expressions of energy. The key threshold is 200, like a hinge that separates what we might call force, or what feels misaligned, from power, what feels aligned, true, and life-giving. At level 200 is courage. Today I want to use this as our milestone, raising our frequency to 200. Because Hawkins also suggests that humanity's collective consciousness stayed around 190 for centuries, and only rose to around 204 in the last few decades. In other words, only in recent decades have humans started moving closer to courage. The courage to turn inward and the courage to live more honestly. And in the last 5 years, especially since the beginning of 2025, the energetic wave on Earth has shifted intensely. It may not feel obvious to everyone, but if you're sensitive, I believe you can feel it clearly. So what happens when we reach energy level 200? Courage? Let me read it to you. At level 200, real power begins to appear for the first time. This is the realm of exploration, achievement, resilience, and determination. So if you often find yourself giving up easily or losing motivation quickly, it's very likely your energy is still below 200. Courage means being willing to try new things, and being willing to face life's ups and downs. In other words, at this level you clearly recognize that life will always include both highs and lows. And you know you have enough inner strength to move through them, instead of constantly chasing only what feels comfortable. It's the sense that you're ready to experience the full range of emotions, ready to walk through difficulty no matter how challenging it gets. Obstacles that once defeated people below 200 now become catalysts, fuel for growth. For those who have reached this first level of true power, people at level 200 take as much energy from life as they give back. At lower levels, both individuals and groups tend to draw energy from society without returning it. Meanwhile, enlightened beings like the Buddha, Jesus, or Krishna are said to reach the highest level, 1000, where giving happens without needing anything in return. And eventually we'll get there too. Don't worry, step by step. For now, the purpose of this video is simply to reach 200. What's also fascinating is that when the author talks about level 500, love, he says long-lasting religions often calibrate at 500 or above. Yet he suggests only about 4% of the world's population has ever reached that level of conscious evolution, and only 0.4% reached unconditional love at level 540. This book was published in 1995, so I believe those numbers have increased by now. And I truly hope that through this video, and through many more in this awakening series, your energy will rise too, especially toward level 540, joy. This level is often described as deeply healing, the realm of saints, spiritual healers, and devoted disciples. What characterizes this energy is steady patience, enduring perseverance, and unwavering positivity through long-lasting hardship. The most notable quality here is compassion. People who reach this level can have a powerful impact on others. In the book, Mother Teresa is said to calibrate somewhere between 500 and 540, which is why she was honored as Saint Teresa. I'm sharing these numbers as a reference point, and I believe we can reach it. We may not need to reach 1000 like the Buddha or Christ, but reaching 500 or 540 would already be extraordinary. Because according to the book, brilliant minds like Einstein and Freud, great scientists and thinkers, were around level 400. That's the realm of intellect. And when intellect is combined with unconditional love, it can rise to 500 or 540. So if you feel ready to raise your frequency, let's begin. Basically, there are 3 aspects we can work with: body, heart, and mind. First of all, body, the foundation of sustainable high energy. If you want to raise your vibration in a lasting way, the first, and always the most important, step is raising the frequency of your body. Simply put, your body needs to be healthy. Because even if you meditate a lot, even if you feel awakened or wise, if your body is exhausted and weak, it becomes hard to maintain a clear, stable perspective. Your understanding can easily become distorted or unstable. Sometimes you feel it, sometimes you don't. It can feel frustrating and inconsistent. So having a strong, stable body, one that holds steady energy, is essential. Only then can you receive and transmit a stable frequency. There are 3 simple things to remember to strengthen the body and raise your energy: nutrition, movement, and rest. Nutrition, the most important. What you feed your body becomes what your body is made of. Nutrition is important, and also simpler than people think. If you understand your body type, you can eat vegetarian or not. Either can work. For me, the simplest rule that's easy to remember and practice is: each day get enough protein, fiber, healthy fats, and a small amount of carbs. When you're young, you may not notice the difference. But as you get older, you'll feel more easily drained, more easily tired, more easily bloated, and it becomes easier to gain weight, especially if you eat too many carbs. In reality, your body often needs more protein, especially women, because protein helps maintain muscle and bone mass. Over time, everyone loses muscle and bone, and women tend to lose it faster than men. And if you don't move much, eating the right amount properly becomes even more important to maintain high energy. When you wake up, drink a warm glass of water. Then within 30 minutes to an hour, have some protein. It helps your body restore energy and stabilize blood sugar, so you feel more comfortable throughout the day, less hungry, and less likely to have sudden cravings for sweets or snacks. Movement also essential. But nutrition alone isn't enough if you don't move. Do you think meditating longer means you'll awaken faster? Imagine using a tired, sick body to sit and meditate for 4 hours. Over time, what happens? You become exhausted, and you might even create physical issues like back problems. You need to understand, sitting isn't always good. The body needs movement so energy can circulate. When energy flows, your frequency rises. And then even meditating for 1 hour might be far more effective than sitting for too long, becoming stagnant, stuck, or energetically blocked. Higher frequencies tend to carry more yang energy. Upward, bright, active. Yin is more downward, inward still. So if you want to raise your frequency, you also need to cultivate yang through movement. Movement creates heat, speed, strength, qualities of yang. It raises your inner yang energy. So if you often feel depressed, irritated, randomly sad, or easily sensitive, take a look at your lifestyle. It might simply be that you're not moving enough. Just by moving more and eating properly, you may feel your energy rise to an entirely new level. Try these basics first, before reaching for anything advanced in healing. Simply eating well and moving consistently can already create a powerful shift. Rest to balance yin and yang. And because movement is yang, we also need yin to create balance. Rest. If you move, you must also rest. Rest matters. Too much of anything becomes harmful. If you move too much without rest, your body burns out, becomes depleted, sore, and never gets time to recover. Then your frequency drops. So listen to your body. Some people function well on 3 to 4 hours of sleep. If that's truly your constitution, fine. But if you need 7 to 8 hours or sometimes more, honor that. If you feel tired, give yourself permission to rest. In truth, resting can raise your frequency because you're restoring balance within your body. Doing nothing isn't always laziness. And always doing something isn't always diligence. What matters is balance. And balance comes from turning inward, listening to your body, observing where your limits are. Sometimes you'll cross the line a few times before you learn where it is, and that's okay. Be patient. There may be times you burn out. There may also be times you rest too long and feel sluggish. After a few cycles, you'll find your ideal rhythm, the sweet spot where your body recovers and your energy rises. If you don't have time to exercise, simply walk. Walk 10,000 steps a day. It might sound like a lot, but it's actually not. If you wear a smartwatch, you'll see it's quite achievable. Walking to get water, going to the bathroom, standing up and walking to a colleague instead of calling, little things add up. Shopping, cooking, moving around the house, showering, changing clothes, taking stairs. It all counts. 10,000 steps isn't unrealistic, and it can make a significant difference in your energy. Trust it and try starting today. If you're not used to walking, start with 3,000 to 4,000 steps. There's research showing many people today average only around 4,000 steps a day. And that's one reason obesity is so common in the US. You might be around that range too. So increase gradually. 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, step by step. Don't force your body to jump straight to 10,000 overnight. If you've been sedentary, your body may go into shock and feel sore the next day. Again, balance gently over time. Beyond the body, what else is closely connected to you? Your living space. Your body is your home, and on a larger scale, your living environment is also your home. Keeping your space clean, simple, airy, filled with light and fresh air plays a vital role in maintaining a high energy frequency. Things you no longer use, things that have expired, things you're holding onto out of guilt or nostalgia. Old keepsakes from past relationships that you don't truly cherish anymore. These have served their purpose. It's time to gently let them go. Clearing your space allows new energy, new frequencies to enter your life. And then there are people. Surround yourself with people who vibrate at a higher frequency. People who, when you're around them, naturally make you want to be kinder, more open-hearted, more compassionate, more gentle, more radiant. People who make you feel lighter, brighter, more expanded. That sense of expansion, of feeling clearer and more alive, is your body's wisdom telling you, this is good for you. Spend more time with people who bring that out in you. Secondly, heart, your inner world. Now we move to the heart, your inner landscape. In many Eastern traditions, the heart is associated with the fire element. So if you want your inner world to feel warm and gentle, eat warm foods, drink warm water, and limit cold foods and drinks. Your inner world is where emotions live. And raising the frequency of the heart doesn't mean fixing or changing emotions. It simply means being present with them. Just being present is enough. You don't need to analyze, judge, or correct anything. Allow every emotion to arise and express itself freely and honestly. When you do that, your inner energy naturally rises. Every emotion is your ally. None of them are your enemy. They're not here to punish you or make you suffer. They're here to help you understand yourself. And even this shift in perception alone, seeing emotions as allies, can raise your frequency. To truly hear and feel what's inside, time alone is essential. This isn't optional if you want to raise your vibration. It's necessary. Notice that people with high energy often enjoy being alone. Not because they dislike others, but because being alone allows them to feel themselves fully. This is something you can only understand through experience. Ideally, take 2 moments each day, right after waking up. Lie in bed and gently tune inward. Notice what you're feeling. Before sleeping, do the same. Emotions are like food. Just as your body needs time to digest meals, your inner world needs time to digest emotional experiences. And digestion only happens when you're present. If you've neglected your emotions for a long time, they can feel stuck, blocked inside the body. That's often why your frequency feels low. Presence is what allows emotions to move and release. Sometimes presence looks very simple. Lying down, sitting quietly and feeling. You can gently ask yourself, how are you feeling right now? Is there something you want to tell me? How can I support you? Do this in silence if possible. No music is needed. Your inner voice is already music. You can also write. Carry a small notebook and let your emotions speak through words. This is a beautiful way to raise your frequency anytime, anywhere. Or draw. If expressing emotions through colors and shapes feels more natural to you, follow that instinct. Any method that helps you express and digest your emotions is valid. The goal is understanding your inner world, being compassionate with yourself, and honoring your needs and feelings. When you do that, your frequency rises, because these are experiences of love, presence, acceptance, and courage. And those qualities naturally elevate energy. Nourishing the soul. To nurture your soul, spend time with nature, animals, and pets. Trees, plants, and animals carry stable, grounding frequencies. Animals especially offer unconditional love. If you want to soften your heart and expand its capacity, sit with the grass, the trees, the earth. And of course, music. Music is the language of the soul. Choose sounds and melodies that make you feel lighter, calmer, more joyful, more peaceful, more loving toward life and yourself. Avoid music that reinforces anger, heartbreak, resentment, despair, or humiliation. Those emotions sit below level 200. And you always have the power to consciously choose your energy. You can also listen to frequency-based music, such as 432 Hz, 528 Hz, or 936 Hz. There are many available online. Listening to these regularly can gently raise your vibration day by day. Finally, cultivating wisdom. When your body is strong and your heart is at peace, your mind naturally begins to open. One of the most important skills for expanding wisdom is self-inquiry and reflection. Whenever you hear something, read something, or learn something new, don't rush to believe it. Practice asking questions. Learn to reason, to reflect, to think critically. True thinking isn't about opposing others. It's about developing your own perspective. You compare what you're hearing with your inner truth, and through that process you begin to notice, I actually feel differently about this. This resonates with me. This doesn't. Through that, you come to understand yourself more deeply. Who you are, how you think, and what your core beliefs truly are. Reading and learning are essential, especially in spiritual topics. In this era, information is everywhere. Some true, some misleading. Learning from reliable, grounded sources is incredibly important. A simple way to discern truth is to look at knowledge from 3 angles: science, religion or spiritual traditions, and cultural ancestral wisdom. When all 3 point to the same understanding, it's often a truth worth trusting and learning from. For example, the energy of love. Science shows that love has healing and transformative effects. Spiritual traditions teach love as the foundation for awakening. And ancestral wisdom has always emphasized compassion and mutual care as the basis of a healthy society. When something is echoed across multiple perspectives, and also resonates within you, it's likely aligned with truth. Read widely. Learn from many perspectives. And remember, the greatest teacher of all lives within you. External teachers are only signposts pointing toward the moon. They are not the moon itself. The moon is inside you. Only you can discover it. This is especially important on a spiritual path. Without clarity and discernment, it's easy to get lost, to fall into illusion, or to follow teachers with hidden agendas, sometimes without even realizing you're being manipulated. So having clear understanding, grounded perspective, and independent thinking is essential. Something feels overly complicated, mystical, or inaccessible. Pause and question it. Consistency and sacred timing. Raising your frequency is not a one-time act. It's a daily practice, 24/7. However, there are 2 especially powerful windows: right after waking up and just before sleep. These are moments when the boundary between the conscious and subconscious mind is most open. What you take in during these times, thoughts, intentions, learning, has a profound impact on your energy. Our world no longer just needs intelligence. It needs wisdom. Wisdom doesn't come from consuming endless videos, reading countless books, or relying on tools like ChatGPT alone. Wisdom arises from within, from reflection, embodiment, presence, and lived experience. Only when you truly slow down, connect inward, feel, listen, and integrate, does wisdom begin to illuminate. And right now, everything on Earth is moving faster than ever. The law of cause and effect is unfolding rapidly. Actions, whether loving or harmful, often return within days, weeks, or months rather than years. So when you decide to raise your frequency, not just for yourself but for the world, your efforts are likely to bear fruit more quickly than before. So practice gently and daily. After watching or reading this, don't let it remain just information. Choose one simple thing you can practice immediately. 5 minutes a day is enough. 5 minutes of journaling. 5 minutes of silence. 5 minutes of walking. 5 minutes of drawing. As it becomes comfortable, increase gently, from 5 to 7 minutes to 10 to 20. Growth unfolds naturally step by step. I hope this sharing brings you value. If you'd like me to continue exploring spirituality and conscious living, feel free to leave a comment, or simply like and share this message with someone you feel deserves a more awakened, radiant life. Thank you for your time.